Welcome to this presentation on heat transfer by convection. This mode of heat transfer plays a crucial role in various engineering applications. It involves the transfer of heat between a solid surface and a moving fluid. Introduction to convection. Convection is the transfer of heat between a solid surface and an adjacent fluid that is in motion. It combines conduction, heat diffusion at the solid boundary with bulk fluid motion, which transports thermal energy. Convection is classified into two types, natural or free and forced. Natural convection is caused by buoyant forces due to density differences in the fluid. Forced convection uses external tools like fans, blowers, or pumps to move the fluid. Both types are vital in chemical process design. Mechanism of convection. The convective heat transfer mechanism includes molecular diffusion near the surface and bulk transport by the fluid. In the thin layer near the solid surface, conduction dominates. Further away, fluid motion dominates the transport. This dual action makes convection more complex but also more efficient than pure conduction. The relative importance of each depends on the fluid velocity, properties, and surface geometry. Natural versus forced convection. Natural convection occurs due to fluid density changes resulting from temperature differences, leading to buoyancy. An example is the upward movement of warm air from a radiator. In forced convection, a pump or fan is used to actively move the fluid across the surface, as seen in a car radiator or heat exchanger. Forced convection typically results in higher heat transfer rates than natural convection. Understanding the driving mechanism is essential to applying the right equations and correlations. Newton's law of cooling. Newton's law of cooling describes the convective heat transfer rate. Q equals H times A times Ts minus Tf. Here, H is the convective heat transfer coefficient, A is the area, Ts is surface temperature, and Tf is fluid temperature. The greater the temperature difference, the greater the heat transfer, assuming H remains constant. This equation is the basis for analyzing both forced and natural convection. However, finding accurate values of H requires empirical data or correlations. Heat transfer coefficient, H. The heat transfer coefficient H is not a fixed value. It depends on many factors including fluid velocity, viscosity, and flow regime. It also varies with surface geometry and orientation. For gases, H is generally lower than for liquids. In forced convection, H increases with velocity. Engineers often rely on empirical correlations to estimate H for different systems. Boundary layer concept. The boundary layer is a thin region near the surface where velocity and temperature gradients exist. The velocity boundary layer is where the fluid speed changes from zero at the wall to the free stream value. The thermal boundary layer is where temperature changes from wall temperature to fluid temperature. The thickness of these layers affects the rate of heat transfer. Turbulent flows have thinner boundary layers and higher heat transfer rates. Thermal boundary layer. The thermal boundary layer plays a critical role in convection. A thicker thermal boundary layer means lower temperature gradients and hence lower heat transfer. When the Prandtl number is high, the thermal boundary layer is thinner than the velocity layer, leading to efficient heat transfer. In gases, both layers are often similar. Understanding boundary layer behavior helps in analyzing surface cooling or heating problems. Dimensionless numbers. Dimensionless numbers simplify the analysis of convection problems. Key ones include Reynolds number, RE, flow regime, laminar or turbulent. Nusselt number, NU, convective to conductive heat transfer. Prandtl number, PR, ratio of momentum to thermal diffusivity. These are essential for using and developing heat transfer correlations. Reynolds number, Re. The Reynolds number is defined as Re equals rho into U into L divided by nu, where U is velocity, L is characteristic length. Re less than 2300 indicates laminar flow, above that is turbulent. It influences the thickness of the boundary layer and the transition between flow regimes. Engineers use it to select appropriate empirical correlations. Flow stability and turbulence are both governed by Reynolds number. Nusselt number, Nu. The Nusselt number is given by Nu equals h into L divided by K, where K is thermal conductivity. It measures the enhancement of heat transfer through convection relative to conduction alone. Higher Nu indicates better convective performance. Nu is often determined through empirical formulas based on Reynolds and Prandtl number. It is central to calculating the unknown h in design problems. Prandtl number, PR. PR equals mu into Cp divided by K. It represents the relative thickness of momentum and thermal boundary layers. For air, PR is about 0.7. For water, it's around 7. Fluids with PR very less than 1, like liquid metals, have high thermal diffusivity. Fluids with PR way greater than 1, like oils, conduct heat less efficiently. It is a material property used in many convection correlations. Empirical correlations. Empirical equations relate Nu, Re, and PR for specific geometries and conditions. For example, for laminar flow over a flat plate, Nu equals 0.33 to Re raised to power 0.5 times PR raised to power 1 by 3. These equations are derived from experimental data and adjusted with correction factors. Accurate use of correlations is essential for precise convection analysis. Textbooks provide these correlations for many common configurations. Internal flow ducts and pipes. Convection in ducts or tubes involves entry length, flow type, and wall roughness. For fully developed laminar flow in a circular tube, Nu is constant, Nu equals 3.66. For turbulent flow, Nu increases with Re. Entry region behavior can significantly impact short pipes. Engineers use Moody charts and Dittus-Boelter correlations for such analysis. Natural convection equations. In natural convection, the Rayleigh number Ra equals product of Grashof and Prandtl number is used. A typical correlation is Nu is equal to C times Ra raised to power n, where C and n depend on geometry. For vertical plates, Nu equals 0.59 into Ra raised to power 1 by 4, for laminar. These equations help analyze systems without fans or pumps, such as cooling of transformers or solar collectors. Natural convection equations. In natural convection, the Rayleigh number Ra equals product of Grashof and Prandtl number is used. A typical correlation is Nu is equal to C times Ra raised to power n, where C and n depend on geometry. For vertical plates, Nu equals 0.59 into Ra raised to power 1 by 4, for laminar. These equations help analyze systems without fans or pumps, such as cooling of transformers or solar collectors. Limitations and challenges. Despite its usefulness, convection analysis is complex. Misapplying correlations can lead to design errors. Factors like fouling, fluid instability, and surface condition may reduce effectiveness. Also, orientation and transient effects may affect performance. Proper understanding of fluid dynamics is necessary to handle these limitations. Summary. To summarize, convection combines conduction with fluid motion to transfer heat. It involves complex interactions between boundary layers, surface conditions, and flow types. Dimensionless numbers like Reynolds, Nusselt, and Prandtl help analyze and model convection. Accurate estimation of H is crucial in system design. Understanding convection enables efficient and reliable heat transfer system development. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this lecture on heat transfer by convection. If you have any questions about this video, write down in the comments section. I will be happy to discuss. Until then, keep learning and stay curious.